So when we say Prana Pratishtha, so Pratishthit means establishing. Establishing a life force, an enlivening presence. For example, how do you establish an enlivening presence in a place? For example, if we need to build a home for ourselves. A home is not just an outward structure with just concrete and then some electrical connection. Not just that. Our presence in the home is the enlivening part. Then we have an address where people can reach us, right? Otherwise, we could be anywhere. But if we have an address, then people can access us in that address. It's a very clear process. Likewise, when we say Pratishtha, it's a process by which we have a very clear access. In the Indian spiritual traditions, philosophical traditions, religious traditions, there is Nirguna and there is saguna. So Nirguna Brahman and saguna Brahman. So Nirguna Brahman means that which does not have qualities, and hence it's sarvavyapi, everywhere and hence nowhere in particular. People generally now have become comfortable with that kind of an idea, where Nirguna means it's everywhere. That's a globalized thought process, let's say, that helps in harmonizing. But in the Indian spiritual thought, saguna Brahman is also very, very considered very important. For example, in the yogic tradition, there is a concept of Ishvara Pranidhana. So Ishvara, having a personalized form of a deity, is also considered important. Though Ishvara Pranidhana can be practiced along multiple lines, but the idea of Ishvara is considered very important. That means saguna Brahman. Saguna is with gunas, with clear, qualities. That's how our Puranas also, describe the various Leela or the qualities of Avatara Purushas and the Devatas. So the Nirguna and the Saguna. For example, when we are deep asleep, we are Nirguna. We are, we don't have qualities. But then we wake up. We are Saguna. We have qualities, we display a clear personality. In deep sleep, there is no personality. So in our own life, there is the experience of Nirguna and Saguna, and they are not mutually contradictory. They are not mutually exclusive. It's one spectrum, Nirguna to Saguna. Similar is the idea of Brahman or divinity. There is Nirguna and the Saguna. The Saguna aspect is looked at in terms of very accessible. To be able to access it, they need to be Pratisthit. That means, they need to be established. A live presence needs to be established in a space where it is accessible. For example, air is everywhere. But then, with a air conditioning system, we have a space where that space is conditioned. And hence we feel pleasant there. So like that, in a temple is a consecrated space. It's Pratisthit. So the Prana Pratishtha having been done, there is a clear access to the Saguna Brahman. And that is through a rigorous process where people technically qualified in it perform the Pratishtha. Others support in this process. Generally, there will be people who organize this, who provide the material resources, who provide for everything, and then those that are qualified, they would perform the Prana Pratishtha, by which it is, that enlivened presence is immediately felt or gradually felt. And for that, there will be various, anusthana, there would be mantra japa, there would be high level of preparation, not just in terms of material resources, but in terms of the tapasya or the sadhana required for Prana Pratishtha by those who are qualified. And hence it's a great thing that if it is done, it is for the benefit for the entire world. It is for the benefit in terms of the purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, of everybody who chooses to have bhakti. It is just like, you believe in something, you benefit from your belief. If you don't believe in it, then no problem. Others who have belief will get benefited. So that is how it is a subjective aspect. It's just like in quantum physics. You have the observer effect. Without the observer, it is not defined. It's just undefined. So without that live feeling of bhakti, such processes are undefined. It's not that they don't matter, but it's undefined. So that's where cultivating our shraddha, our bhakti, that becomes important work. That so that we can receive the benefits of the pratishtha process. Jai Shri Ram.